We talk about teaching your kids skills, life skills that they need to know. Now, we admit neither of us are parents, right? And
Right.
so we are not going to be able to give the kind of advice from that point of view. But
Right.
we have been kids before, right?
Yes, we
And
have
so
been
we
kids.
want to look at it from that angle. David is here. Welcome back, David.
Good to be back.
David, what's one thing you have learned from your parents that you hope to one day teach your kids?
I've learned from my parents how to be compassionate, right? My parents were always doing things in order to help others, putting the needs of others before their own, right? Showing us what it looks like to care for people. You know, we would, as a family, we had some things we would do in homeless shelters or with young guys who were coming back from maybe drug addiction, and we had a lot of ministries where we would be reaching out to people in those kinds of situations, and that taught all of me and my siblings a lot about what it looks like to be actively trying to show love and compassion to people.
That's great. So your parents modeled that behavior, and then you can do that, and then you can also later model that behavior for your kids as well. And so that's great. It's not just about what your parents said to you, it's what they did.
Right, exactly.
Well, which of the points made in the article do you find most helpful for children?
You know, I think the knowing how to ask for help point was very good, because it's something that is a little bit tricky. You don't always think that you have trouble asking for help until something happens and you're in a situation where you're faced with a challenge. You don't know how to overcome it, but you want to just do it yourself.
Yes.
Right? Because you don't want to bother anybody, or you don't want people to think that you can't do it, right? So then you try to do it yourself, and then you end up just creating big problems for everybody because you just didn't ask for help. Knowing how to ask for help is a really important thing.
So true. If we try to do everything ourselves, we'll get really tired, right? And we won't be as efficient.
Right.
So one last question, David. Which principle do you think would be most difficult to teach kids?
Well, the bit about how to be smart but also wise, that's a hard thing to teach.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to teach wisdom. You can give children examples of what wisdom is, but it's up to them to really take that in, think about it, meditate on it, and then put it to their lives.
Sure, you can't
know?
force them to do it, but you can at
Right.
least model that, teach them, show
Exactly.
them the importance of it, right?
Yeah, an experience really is what's going to really get it in their heads more than
Yes.
anything else.
All right. Thanks, David, for that insight. We hope that you get some parenting advice here that you can pass on to your kids or pass on to a parent if you're not a parent. And we hope that, that is insightful for you.